Glossary of terms for the recruiter. Following is a list of important terms used in this book along with the definition of those terms. Ability to research. Ability to find an answer to a question or a solution to a problem. This includes the ability to gather, review, analyze, and interpret information. Agency. A recruiting organization that enables recruitment to any organization that is hiring. Analytical skills. The ability to deconstruct information into smaller categories to draw conclusions. This includes logical reasoning, critical thinking, communication, research, data analysis, and creativity. Analytics. The systematic computational analysis of data or statistics. It is used for the discovery, interpretation, and communication of meaningful patterns in data. It also entails applying data patterns towards effective decision making. Applicant. A person who applies for a job. Candidate and job seeker are synonymous with an applicant and can be used interchangeably. Applicant profiling. The understanding of the psychological and behavioral characteristics of an applicant. Applicant tracking system (ATS). A powerful tool that is used to track the applicant and the progress of all the requirements that are being fulfilled. It is also used to keep track of the recruiter's performance. Attributes. A quality or characteristic of a person. Attrition. A conscious act of reducing the Santa by not replacing employees as they retire or resign. Background check. The review of the potential employee's employment and education record in the context of recruitment. Base salary. The layer of salary upon which the other salary components are built. The components of the salary are aligned with the compensation structures of the employer. Brand. A name, term, design, symbol or any other feature that identifies an organization as distinct from others. Brand ambassador. An individual who showcases a brand in the best possible manner. Branding. The process of defining a product or service by creating a unique name and image and making a mark in the consumer's minds through advertising campaigns with a consistent theme. Broadcast. Refers to promoting owned and third-party content on social media platforms to execute the content strategy. Budgets. Estimation of revenue and expenses for an individual, an enterprise, a country, or any entity especially, for a futuristic period. They are reviewed periodically to monitor financial prudence. Campus interviews. Interviews conducted at university campuses to enable campus recruitment. Campus recruitment. A continuous process of identifying and engaging promising talent at universities to recruit them as interns and entry-level executives. Candidate. Same as an applicant, terms candidate and applicant are used interchangeably. Candidate engagement. Engagement of candidates through great, relevant, and useful content. The goal is to, eventually, eliminate sourcing and encourage candidates to apply for open positions. Candidate journey. 6 stages of a job seeker's journey. Awareness. To consideration. To interest. To application. To selection. To hire. Candidate-centric recruiting. A philosophy that focuses on building a long-term relationship with candidates. The candidate is at the nucleus of the recruiting organization's efforts. The effort is not necessarily focused on the current open positions. Career. An occupation pursued by an individual for a significant period of time. Centralized database. A database that is located, stored, and maintained in a single location. Change management. It is a collective term for all approaches to prepare, support, and help individuals, teams, and organizations to effect an organizational change. Channels of communication. Is determined by the size of the network. If n is the network's size, the number of channels of communication is n multiplied by n-1, divided by 2. Compensation. The salary and wages ordered to an employee for employment. It is an integral part of compensation and benefits. Competency framework. The knowledge, skills, and attributes required to execute each phase of the recruitment cycle. Competition. The rivalry between companies vying with one another for revenue, profit, and market share. Competitive landscape. A business analysis method that identifies direct or indirect competitors to help comprehend their mission, vision, core values, niche market, strengths, and weaknesses. Consumer advocacy. Recommendation or an endorsement of the brand experience by a trusted friend, colleague, or family member. Content. Any material that a recruiter or a recruiting organization shares with their audience to promote their brand's message, in the context of this book. Content strategy. The process of engaging customers, audience, and fans with relevant content for their needs. Conversations in social media. Exchange of thoughts on social media between 2 or more participants on any topic or idea. Core competency. A harmonized combination of multiple resources and skills that form the foundation of a company's competitiveness and distinguishes it in the marketplace. This is a concept in management theory introduced by C.K. Prahalad and Gary Hamel. Core values. The fundamental beliefs of a person or organization. Correlation. A connection or relationship between two or more facts, numbers, etc. Cost of living adjustment. An increase in salary that is tied to some measure of economic activity and keeps up with the cost of living. Cost per hire. The sum of all costs expended by a recruitment organization towards recruitment by the total number of actual applicants recruited by that organization. Counseling. The assistance an applicant may need in getting a perspective and reality connect in the context of recruitment. Also, points of view which could help in the decision-making process regarding the job application. Counter offer. A revised offer made to a potential applicant or an existing employee to match the offer in the applicant or employee's hand. Cover letter. An interview record written by the recruiter and sent along with the resume to the hiring organization. Culture. An environment that enables the recruiter to execute all the aspects of the recruiting cycle with rigor, resulting in a predictable experience and stakeholder delight. Customer. An individual or business that purchases a company's goods or services. They are the reason businesses exist. Customer acquisition. The process of acquiring new customers or clients. Data-driven recruitment. The process of arriving at critical hiring decisions based on data. Deferred compensation. A portion of salary or compensation paid to an employee at a later date. Defined benefit plan. A pension plan where the participants are clearly aware of the amount that will accrue based on clear-cut formulas. Factors that affect the plan include age, earnings, and length of employment. Defined contribution. A retirement or pension plan where the employee and employer contribute a defined amount regularly. Delivery capabilities. The recruiting organization's ability to deliver the required services demanded by its stakeholders in a timely and efficient manner. Demographics. The study of population based on age, race, and sex. The data refers to socioeconomic information expressed statistically, including employment, education, income, marriage rates, birth, and death rates. Due diligence. The rigor to be exercised before the execution of any important activity. Employee referral. A channel for obtaining referrals of prospective applicants from employees in an organization. Employer branding. The reputation an employer enjoys, as perceived by a large section of the population. Engagement. The act of engaging the audience essentially with relevant content. Engagement strategy. A strategy driven by content. Content is shared at regular intervals on chosen social media platforms to engage the audience. External costs. Includes costs such as third-party agency fees, subscription to job boards, social networking sites, advertising, marketing expenses, recruiting event costs, travel, contractors, background checks, assessments, and relocation costs. Financial sponsor. A person or group providing the financial resources, in cash or kind, to sustain and propel any business initiative. Fringe benefits. A benefit to employees including health insurance, life insurance, tuition assistance, childcare reimbursement, cafeteria subsidies, below-market loans, employee discounts, employee stock options, and personal use of a company-owned vehicle. Full-time employee. A type of employee who work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. Most of the time, full-time workers are eligible for certain benefits, including healthcare coverage and paid vacation days. Geographies. A reference to enterprises operating in different countries and continents. Group discussions. A structured methodology that enables a systematic exchange of information, views, and opinions about a topic among the group members. This helps gauge personality and leadership traits, social, communication, and listening skills. Hashtags. Denoted by the number sign or hash symbol, hash, is a type of metadata tag used on social networks such as Twitter, Instagram, and other microblogging services. Headhunting. The process of unearthing passive applicants. Hiring manager. A person in the company responsible for hiring employees to fill an open position. Hiring metrics. Measurements used to track hiring success and optimize the process of hiring applicants for an organization. Also, known as recruiting metrics. Hiring organization. Any organization that has open positions to fill. Hiring organization biases. Preconceived notions or past experiences that can influence the hiring process. HR practices. Universal HR principles that provide companies with optimal business performance, regardless of the organization or industry they are applied to. Identity. The social media profile, like LinkedIn or the Facebook profile, represents the identity of an individual. The company page, like the company LinkedIn or the Facebook page, represents the identity of an organization. Incentive pay. Paid to employees against performance or overachievement. Industry. A group of companies that are related based on their primary business activities. Example: manufacturing, automobile, cement, steel, glass, IT. Internal costs. Includes costs such as recruiting team's salary and incentive, fixed costs such as physical infrastructure, hardware, software, and employee referral incentives. Interview record. The recruiter's written log based on the notes taken at the time of interacting with the applicant. The hiring managers also writes this log at the time of interview with the applicants. Job ads. An announcement that informs people that a certain job position is available. It is written in an engaging tone, and it contains information about the job position, the company, and the benefits offered. Job boards. A website used by organizations and recruiters to post open positions and search resume databases. Applicants use this to find new career opportunities and apply for jobs online. Job description, JD. An informative document that states the duties, tasks, responsibilities, and qualifications of a job based on the findings of a job analysis. Job distribution. The means recruiters use to distribute their jobs, typically on internet-based employment websites. Job fair. An event in which employers, recruiters, and universities give information to potential employees. Also referred commonly as a career fair or career expo. Job location. Refers to the location of the employment. Job posting. The process of publishing a job offer within a specific recruitment channel to close a vacancy. Typical channels used to publish job ads are job boards, job aggregators, and career pages. Job seeker. A term used interchangeably for the applicant or the candidate. Job titles. A name that describes someone's job or position, referred to as designation in common parlance. Keywords. Ideas and topics that reflect your content. In terms of SEO, they're the words and phrases that searchers enter into search engines, also called search queries. Knowledge. Familiarity, awareness, or understanding of someone or something, such as facts, information, or descriptions acquired through experience or education by perceiving, discovering, or learning. Leadership. The potential to influence others' behavior or the capacity to influence a group towards realizing a goal. Leave benefits. An agreement between the employer and employee that allows employees to take time off from work for various reasons. This could be paid, unpaid, or partially paid. LinkedIn. American business and employment-oriented online service that operates via websites and mobile apps. Launched in 2003, it is mainly used for professional networking, employers posting jobs, and job seekers posting their resumes. Market intelligence. The process where companies collect and analyze data of multiple aspects of competition. The data points could include salary, workforce composition of organizations, customers, business best practices. Market mapping. A map of competitors who are hiring comparable talent in the market in the context of hiring. Markets. The total of all the buyers and sellers in the area or region under consideration. The area may be countries, regions, states, or cities. Mass mailing. A feature in job boards that enables recruiters to send mass emails to the desired set of people in large numbers. Medical benefits. A kind of benefits including medical, optical, or dental benefits but not limited to, hospital and physician services, prescription drugs, and related services. Metrics. An act of obtaining measurement. Negotiation. A type of bargaining between two or more parties to overstep differences and reach an understanding, to everyone's satisfaction. Network. Refers to the audience or fans of an individual or organization. The network they say reflects the net worth of the person. Networking. The action or process of interacting with others to exchange information and develop professional or social contacts. Non-hiring clause. A preemptive clause that disallows hiring an applicant from a specific organization if the prospective employer has an agreement with the applicant's current organization. Non-traditional resume. A type of resume that includes more than a general list of employment history and skills. They can include pictures, infographics, portfolios, video resumes, or personalized websites and blogs. Notes. The observations made by the recruiter at the time of interaction with the applicant. Offer management. The process of managing an offer from the time it is released until the applicant joins or declines. Offer to joining ratio. The total number of joiners divided by the total number of offers made. Organization culture. The canvas of shared values, beliefs, and assumptions about how people should behave and interact, how decisions should be made, and how work activities should be carried out. Organization maps. A map of key decision makers in an organization. Organization structure. A system that outlines how rules, roles, and responsibilities are directed to achieve an organization's goals. Own content. Online content like websites, blogs, YouTube channels, and organic social media posts that are owned by an individual or organization. Part-time employment. The opportunity for individuals to work on a part-time basis. There are no stipulated hours of work, however, a 20-hour workweek is normally productive for part-timers. Passive applicants. Individuals currently employed, not actively searching for new job openings but willing to learn about new career opportunities. Permanent employment. Individuals who work for a single employer and are paid directly by them. In addition to their salary, they often receive benefits like subsidized healthcare, paid vacations, holidays, sick time, or contributions to a retirement plan. Personality tests. Psychometric testing. A type of test designed to assess an individual's traits and personality and measure them in a structured way. Pipelining. A part of a recruiting process where hiring managers create a pool of qualified individuals based on their skills, experience, and traits for future openings or roles that are currently unavailable. Predictive analytics. The use of data, statistical algorithms, and machine learning techniques to identify the likelihood of future outcomes based on historical data. Predictors. The central element of predictive analytics, a variable that can be measured to forecast future behavior for an individual or organization's relevant needs. Process compliant. The act of complying with a process. Professional elements of a headline. A feature in LinkedIn that can be used to enhance the appeal of an individual's brand. Also referred to as a tagline. Psychological profiling. The recording and analysis of a person's psychological and behavioral characteristics to assess or predict their capabilities in a certain sphere or assist in identifying people's categories. Purple squirrel. A metaphor used by recruiters and HR managers to describe the perfect job applicant. Quality orientation. The act of completing tasks by considering all areas involved, no matter how small, showing concern for all aspects of the job, accurately checking processes and tasks, and being watchful. Real measure of a recruiter's value add. Impact of good quality hires on the revenues minus cost incurred by the organization for a wrong hire. Recruiter. A person who finds qualified applicants for a job opening and works to meet the demands of both the employer and the employee throughout the hiring process. Recruiting ecosystem. A network of stakeholders, technologies, and strategies that work cohesively to provide organizations with dynamic talent pools. Recruiting organization. The organization which recruits or enables recruitment for an organization. It can be external or internal to the organization. Recruiting plans. Refers to organizations' hiring plans and is an important input to arrive at the strategy to address the upcoming requirements. Recruitment funnel. Refers to the activities that the recruiters may have to execute, identify, contact, check interest, submit resumes, get feedback, shortlist, schedule interviews, select, negotiate, offer, ascertain offer acceptance, and joining. Recruitment marketing. The process of building and communicating an organization's employer brand and employee value proposition to attract and hire top talent. Recruitment process outsourcing, RPO. A form of business process outsourcing, where the company outsources the recruiting process to an external service provider. Relationship building. The process of developing social connections. This is a fundamental business skill that is the basis for reputation, influencing, closing deals, and sustaining commercial relationships. Resource management. The efficient and effective development of human resources that can be deployed in an organization, when needed. Resume parsing. The conversion of a free-form resume document into a structured set of information suitable for storage, reporting, and manipulation by software. Retirement benefits. Benefits that become payable to an employee at the time of their retirement. Return on investments, ROI. A performance measure used to evaluate the efficiency of an investment or compare several different investments' efficiency. Risks and adverse events. Potential fallouts of implementing social media strategy that needs to be anticipated to mitigate the situations that could arise. Salary intelligence. The process where companies collect competition's salary and benchmark to gain a competitive edge. Screening. The process of determining whether an applicant is qualified for a role based on his or her education, experience, and other information available on their resume. Search engine optimization, SEO. The art and science of getting web pages to rank higher in search engines such as Google. Search engine. A software system designed to systematically search the internet for particular information specified in a textual web search query. Search strategy. The recruiter's strategies to locate prospective applicants from multiple sources, including ATS, social networks, agencies, employee referrals, and any other channel at the recruiter's disposal. Selection. The process of picking or choosing the right applicant who is most suitable for a vacant job position in an organization. Selection ratio. The total number of hired applicants by the total number of applicants who applied for a particular post. When there are multiple job openings, then it is the ratio of the total number of applicants hired by the total number of applications received for all posts. Shifts. An employment practice designed to provide round-the-clock services throughout the year. The practice typically sees the day divided into set periods during which groups of workers perform their duties. 6 degrees of separation. The idea that all people are 6 or fewer social connections away from each other. Also known as the 6 handshakes rule. Size of the network. The total size of the fans or audience that any particular brand can reach. Skill. Ability that is developed over a period of time, to perform an activity competently. Skill set. A particular range of individuals' skills, experiences, and abilities necessary to acquire and perform a job. Skilled psychologist's mindset. The ability to observe and discern mental states. Social media. Websites and applications that enable users to create and share content or participate in social networking. Social media background screening. A process of using social media platforms to observe and find out more about a potential hire. Social media presence. The visibility of an individual or organization across social media platforms. Social media strategy. A summary of everything one plans to do and hopes to achieve on social media. Social networking sites. The use of internet-based social media sites to stay connected with friends, family, colleagues, customers, or clients with a social or business purpose. Examples include Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Social presence. Synonymous with social media presence. Social recruitment. Recruiting applicants by using social platforms as talent databases or for advertising. Source of hire. The percentage of hires from each recruiting channel or source. Sourcing. The act of identifying potential applicants who fulfill the set criteria for a job position. Sponsored job posting. A paid advertisement created by an employer or a recruiter on different sites and portals to notify the public of an immediate or future job opening within a company. Stages of the recruitment cycle. Recruitment commences with sourcing and ends when an applicant is onboarded. Sourcing, to screening, to interviewing, to selecting, to offer, to onboarding. Stakeholders. Group of people who have a major interest or claim on the operations or output of the organization. Stakeholder delight. Delivering the right applicants, on time, every time, by fulfilling the hiring organization's needs through pleasurable applicant or candidate experiences. Stakeholder management. Effective management of stakeholders to successfully deliver a project, program, or activity. Standard operating procedures, SOPs. Step-by-step instructions compiled by an organization to help workers carry out complex routine operations. Talent acquisition. The process of strategically looking for specialists, leaders, future executives, or other qualified professionals for a specific position. Talent acquisition and recruitment are often used interchangeably. Talent community. An environment consisting of targeted talents who can meet the current and future hiring needs. Talent intelligence. The process where companies collect and analyze data regarding their competition's talent, discovering what makes their workers happy, their successful business practices and efforts, and then using them to achieve a distinctive competitive edge. Talent pipeline. A pool of potential applicants, either companies' employees who are promotion prospects or qualified external applicants ready to fill a position. Talent pool. A database with all of your current and future job applicants. Talent supply chain. A proactive management approach to secure and optimize talent supply and services through all possible channels or sources, supplier network, to meet companies' human capital, workforce needs. Task. The professional responsibility of the recruiter. Third-party content. Content created by someone that you don't own but just share on social media. Time okay. A period of time an employee does not work because of illness or holidays, or because employer has given you permission to do something else. Time spent in each of the process steps. The amount of time an applicant spends in each stage of the recruitment cycle. Time to fill. The length of time from the day a job position is approved to the time an applicant accepts the offer. Synonymous with turnaround time. Time to hire. The length of time from the day an applicant is identified for a position to the time he accepts the offer. Measures how quickly a company can select and hire the best applicant. Total rewards. It's a framework through which an organization enhances the workforce experience and performance. It is a holistic strategy that covers elements such as compensation, well-being, benefits, development, and recognition. Turnaround time. The duration of time between approval of a job position to offer acceptance. Synonymous with time to fill. USP. The unique aspects that distinguish a company, service, product, or a brand from its competitors. Variable pay. An expected employee benefit to excite and retain employees. This varies based on the performance of the organization and the employee. Video job description. A video-based job description showcasing the company's capabilities, people, and culture. Viral broadcast. Referred to as word of mouth on steroids. Relevant and engaging content with the right kind of network has the propensity to travel in an extraordinarily fast fashion on a social media platform. Walk-ins. An interview for employment, where applicants who have not been pre-screened walk into an organization to be evaluated for open job positions at the organization. Work ethic. Refers to employees' attitude towards work and behavior on the job. Written assessments. The various written tests administered to the applicants during the hiring process.